Hi guys, Steve up at the property. This week is a short update. I really don't have any tasks. A few weeks back, if you remember, I did the axe splitting of the firewood, and I got a little aggressive and tweaked my back. And then last week I came out here and attempted to dig that hole to put in a post, and before I let it get too bad, I stopped because my back was breaking, and quite frankly, I could only get 2 feet down, and there was a ton of rocks. I'll show you later the situation with the rocks and what I plan to do about it. But today I came up here because I have just regular chores. I got to cut the lawn, and I had to take the SD cards out of the trail cams, and I had a new trail cam that I just had to set up in the middle of the woods somewhere on a trail that we have. So I have the extra trail cam because I set it up in my backyard at home on Long Island to see what kind of critter was eating my wife's vegetables. We really didn't get a definitive answer on that. It was we think it's a squirrel. She thought it was the rabbits. She has this vendetta against the rabbits. It turns out to be the squirrel from what we could tell. So this week I gotta break out the regular hand mower because I can't drive the ride-on mower on the little bridge I have to do the island. And I like going out there to do some fishing. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna drag out the hand mower to do along the pond here. I just may get as close as I can with the ride-on mower. Quite frankly, because I don't wanna work that hard today. I was hoping to finish this up quickly and maybe just do some fishing and then call it a day, head back to the hotel and get some dinner. I have some news as far as the new house build is concerned. We're going to put it right in there overlooking the pond. Supposedly, they were going to come out this week to start land clearing. Well, today's Friday. They're not here. So I'm hoping that it's next week. Finally put a little... I tried to hold their feet to the fire, but I've been trying to do that for months now. And, they just have some problems over there. And it's been really unreasonably delayed. So I'm hoping, from what I'm being told from the owner and everybody else, that it's got top priority and we should see some movement on that soon. All right, let's get to some work. Just wanted to do a quick update on my blueberry bushes I planted back here a couple years ago. Now, I'm not sure. I'll have to check when I get home, and I'll blurb underneath my face. I think it's the third year after you plant them that they'll start to bear fruit. There's no blueberries on these things, and as you'll see, they're not really doing that great, but it could be because of the animals constantly nibbling on them as they're trying to grow, but they're still alive, at least 3 of them. And I think I'm just gonna have to ignore them and hope for the best, and maybe I can find a better location for some more. Because this, I guess they're just being picked at by the animals. Maybe I'll try to grow them in my garden at home first in Long Island, where I can keep an eye on them. There's no deer there or bears to eat them. And once they get a little healthier, I can bring them and transplant them here. All right, let's take a look at the blueberry bushes. Now, here are the remnants of my blueberry bushes. I planted 4. Here's 1. And here's another one. It's got some leaves on it. I planted 4. I don't think this is one. Oh, here's another one. Oh, it should have been around here. I think this tree fell on it. Oh, here's the last one. This one's doing the best, the bunch. Well, the grass was quite high, but that John Deere ride-on mower really makes short work of it. Was the best 500 bucks I ever spent. If you are interested, you can look up the playlist I have on that thing. I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace for 500 bucks, and you know, if I had to push a regular lawnmower, well, I have, it's a lot of work. This makes it a lot easier. So I got some areas, this is a very rocky area, so I had to skip some areas. I went like underneath some of these bushes with the push mower. But there's some areas that, normally I get out the weed whacker, but this isn't Homes and Garden magazine where I'm trying to get on the cover. So yeah, I'll get it the next time. You know what, my back is a little delicate, and the problem that I have today is the grass and the weeds and stuff is getting kind of high along the driveway and in the middle of the driveway, so I gotta go do that too. So I'm gonna do that now. If I get done really early, maybe I'll bring out the weed whacker and do some trimming, but I doubt it. If I have time left, maybe I'll go fishing. All right, let's get to work. Okay, as you can see, I knock it down. I mean, you can tell on the left how high it was, and I knocked it down, just to keep appearances up somewhat, so when I drive up the driveway, I'm not disgusted. And the ride-on mower flies up and down this thing. I mean, the only thing I worry about is hitting rocks, which I had to get a new blade on the push mower already because that thing hit a couple of rocks. And what I do is I put it on the highest setting because I'm trying to keep it off. And I just got to make the bend here, go down to the street. But I want to show you the rock situation. Okay, we're at my the post hole I was trying to dig. That's only 2 feet down. And you can see on the left side, that's the big boulder that I couldn't crack. Now, this, hang on, I'm back out, I'm sorry. That's what I dug out of that hole. A lot of rocks. Put my foot up there for so you get for scale. That's quite problematic. So just your standard hand tools isn't going to cut it. I got another one to dig, and I have a lot of work. For this easement, that tree in the middle there, probably got to take down. There's the 2 telephone poles, and straight ahead you can see on either side of those telephone poles 2 trees, and I may have to take one out, not sure. So this is the end of the easement, and these are the 2 trees I was talking about on either side of the telephone pole, which is right there. So the one on your right is dead. So I'll probably just push that one over into the woods. I also have these old dead trees and all these boulders at the end that will have to be moved. Now, you're probably, that's a lot of work. I did a bunch of videos on moving boulders with my winch on my truck with a bunch of snatch blocks. And it's easy when the ground's flat and nothing is in the way, but these, I took a look at those, and I thought, I don't think I could do that. What I need is an excavator. So that's the news. I'm actually going up to Maine next week to look at a John Deere backhoe. Now with that, I could dig that hole no problem. I could push that tree. I could move these dead ones and I could push those boulders out of the way real easy. A lot of work I do around here, I try to do by myself. You try to pay, people, for that gate I wanted to do, somebody wanted like $4,000 or $5,000 to put in a gate for me. You're crazy. I can get a gate at Tractor Supply for 170 bucks, a couple of 6x6s, and 2 holes, some cement, and I'm done. Then you start digging and it's like, this is impossible. And now I got to move these boulders. How much would a guy charge me to come and move those? I don't even want to know. So my plan is I'm going to buy a used excavator and use it all through the house. Help me fix up the driveway too, because that's a little beat up. And when I'm done with it, or maybe 10 years down the road, I'll turn around and sell it. And so, these things are, people need them. I'm sure I'll be able to sell it, and I'll be out a few grand probably. But if I had to pay, like I said, that guy wanted $4 or $5 grand for the gate. They probably want a whole lot of money to move these boulders and push a tree over. Well, I'd knock down the tree myself with a chainsaw, and I could probably pull it over with some lines to make sure it doesn't come back into the utility lines. But you get my meaning. That's the plan, and hopefully the one in Maine is it will be good. It's a 2003 John Deere 710D. So hopefully that's the ticket and it'll work out. So let me get back to cutting the lawn by the driveway. Maybe we can get some fishing in. Well, I finished my work. I got my fishing rod. Do some fishing. Whoa! First cast! There we go, nice little bluegill. First cast, that's a record. All right guys, I'm gonna do a few more casts, see what I could get out of this pond. I really appreciate you coming along with me this week. It was just chores, nothing really exciting. Hopefully the next video I could bring you will be about the backhoe. That'd be great. That's going to be very helpful. All right, guys, thanks for tagging along with me this week. I'll see you next time.